The Shawshank Redemption. A story of hope behind bars. The beginning. A murder charge and the fall of freedom. In 1947, Andy Dufresne, a vice president at a bank in Portland, is sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his wife and her lover. Despite his constant claims of innocence, he is thrown into Shawshank Prison, a harsh and oppressive facility rife with isolation and abuse. Friendship with Red. In his early days, Andy seems strange, quiet, and different from the other inmates. He soon befriends Ellis Boyd "Red" Redding, a veteran inmate known for smuggling anything into the prison. A strong bond forms between them, and Red begins to see that Andy is no ordinary man. The banker behind bars. Thanks to his financial expertise, Andy draws the attention of the prison staff. He helps guards and even the warden, Samuel Norton, with their financial matters, especially money laundering. In return, Andy is given certain privileges, such as helping to rebuild the prison library and establishing educational programs for inmates. Building the Library of Hope. Andy writes a letter every week to the state government requesting funding for the prison library. After years of persistence, he is finally granted books and some funding. He establishes the Retreat Brooks Hatlin Memorial Library and turns it into a learning center. He teaches inmates to read and helps some earn their high school diplomas. The dark side. Violence and secrets. Throughout his years, Andy suffers physical assaults from a gang known as the Sisters, but he eventually escapes their reach with Red's help and by gaining favor with the prison administration. Eventually, a new inmate, Tommy Williams, arrives with a story that could prove Andy's innocence. He knew a man who confessed to the actual murder. However, Warden Norton refuses to reopen Andy's case. To protect his secrets, he has Tommy murdered. Andy realizes that Norton will never let him go, not because he's guilty, but because he knows too much about the warden's illegal dealings. The escape plan. For 19 years, Andy has been silently working on an escape. Using a small rock hammer smuggled in by Red, he digs a tunnel in his cell wall, hiding it behind posters of movie stars like Rita Hayworth and Marilyn Monroe. Meanwhile, he creates a fake identity, Randall Stevens, which he uses to manage the laundered money. One stormy night, Andy crawls through the tunnel and into a sewage pipe, crawling 500 yards through filth until he emerges into freedom under the rain. He visits the bank the next day, withdraws the money under his fake identity, and mails the warden's incriminating documents to the press. The end. The fall of tyranny and the rise of hope. As investigators arrive at the prison, Warden Norton commits suicide. Meanwhile, Red finally gets parole after many years. At first he is afraid of life outside, but then he remembers a promise he made to Andy. Following Andy's clues, Red finds a buried box under an oak tree. In a field. Inside, there's money and a letter asking him to come join Andy in Zihuatanejo, a coastal town in Mexico. The final scene. The final scene shows Andy working on a boat by the shore, while Red Horse walks slowly toward him. The camera rises as the two friends reunite, with the endless ocean stretching out in front of them, like freedom itself. Rodriguez, themes and symbols. Hope versus despair. The film's core message is, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things. Andy believes in hope, while others fear it. Inner freedom. Though imprisoned, Andy remains free in his mind and spirit. Corruption and justice. Shawshank was supposed to be a place of reform, but it was a den of corruption until Andy exposed it.